Hey guys, Malachite here. I got tagged by Chris Tromp. I hope I'm saying that right. Your last name, obviously. First name. Hi. To do a witchy pet peeves tag. So it's concerning like spells. Now I had to tell you guys, I don't do actual spells yet where you're mixing herbs and you're doing all those things. I do not have an area to do them, but the good news is soon I will, because I have figured out what I want to use as a setup, takedown, altar area to do working on, and I'm excited. So for now, I really hate this little boss. I like the color, but it's like, anyway, for now, I do intention. I use a lot of just like white candles and use those for intention. Mostly tea lights, but they work. And I do a lot of like tarot and oracle readings. I use pendulums, but I haven't used one of those in a while. I'm a sensitive, but I don't think that counts as spell work. So I'm just going to use like rituals that I go through and pet peeves on those, and then positives on those. So pet peeve, well, the first pet peeve would be when I'm doing tarot or oracle readings. I usually sit on the floor and then spread out, of course, a nice cloth, because we don't have a dining room table. I sit on my bed, or usually on my bed or on the floor. I put my cloth, my nice cloth down, and I'll have it spread out, and then here comes Gabe. That's my roommate's cat. He is the destroyer of decks. He somehow will find a way to bend, crush, sit on at least one card in every deck. The last time I was on the bed and he leapt up and landed right in the middle of the Lady of the Lake in my my Avalon Oracle deck, which is like, that's like one of my top 5 favorite cards in that deck, and I was like, shriek, because it was just bent, and I'm so careful with my decks. And of course I didn't yell at him or anything, because he doesn't know any better. It's just a cat, you know. But it's like his cat senses tinkle. He's like, deck. I mean, he'll come out of nowhere. I don't even know where he is in the house, and then the next thing you know, he's like suddenly popped out of nowhere because he hears shuffle, and he just comes running. Now my cat comes running because she likes to help. She lays down near you and she likes to help. She never touches the cards. He comes in and he's like, trample, 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 tramp, 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 lay on, roll, roll. It's just like, oh Lord. But you can get him to lay down. But it's a pet peeve, and I love him, and I know he can't help it because he's a cat. So I'm not angry with him, it's just a pet peeve. Let's see, pet peeve number 2, getting interrupted. Whether it be if I'm lighting my candles, because I do it in a specific order, if I'm meditating, if I'm talking to or praying to the goddess, if I'm doing a tarot reading, I cannot stand being interrupted. And so I try to work things around so that I won't be. I do have a roommate. She doesn't intentionally interrupt me. It's not like she watches her watch so she can come home and interrupt me. It's just, if I don't do things at a certain time, like when she's still at work or something, I can accidentally get interrupted, and I just absolutely hate it. Or when I'm doing something and I'm concentrating and my phone dings, you know, and I'm trying to put intention into something and the phone dings and I've forgotten to put it on silent or whatever. That's annoying. So I don't like that. I don't like being interrupted in anything in general, but especially not when I'm doing anything that has to do with witchy things. Let's see. Incense. is important to me because I burn it for the Morrigan. And sometimes I just burn it because it smells good. And I use one of those coffin incense burners. And the thing, like, I use, like, here's a stick that's out. I use, like, this brand of incense, and sometimes these, the end, is too big for the coffin incense burner. How does that even happen? So I'm like peeling them with my fingernail. You can actually split the wood and peel it. So I'm actually doing that to get it to fit. And then when I get it, like, I can't, because I'm old, I'm like this with my glasses down trying to find the hole to put it in. And I was doing it when it was lit. Like, well, I would peel it to make sure it would fit, then I would light it, then I would put it in. Now I actually do all that, put it in, and then I light it because no, you know, it's, no. I mean, I don't want that kind of frustration, especially if I am lighting it for a specific reason. I don't want, you know, I'm like, just a minute, okay, hold on, well, I had this going, and, you know, that just drives me nuts. I hate it. So, you know, if I'm doing something and I'm trying to honor the Morrigan, or, you know, say prayers for something or whatever, and I'm like, just a minute, let me fit this in this hole, you know. It's kind of funny, but it's not, you know. It's like if someone in the Catholic Church was like, just a minute, they were like standing in the middle of the aisle with that swingy thing, and it like burned out, and they had to like open it and like fit stuff in it and light it, and, you know, and they're like in the middle of the whole thing. It's kind of like that. It's really frustrating. When I'm outside, I guess I should just call him my sacred tree. I always call him my favorite tree, but I have a real rapport with that tree, and I'm not saying that to brag. I just do. I can put my hand on that tree. My hand's even feeling warm in the middle now just talking about him. I can put my hand on that tree and I can feel him. And I love that tree so much. He feels like a part of my family. And so when I take offerings down from the Morrigan's altar that are edible, they go under that tree first. And then what I call tree buddy, which is his friend tree that's over here, and their branches connect, like up at the top, their fingers touch, like this. So that's why I call them that. So I share with him first, and then there's what, I don't even know if it's called this, but I call it a fairy door. It's where there's like a knot in the thing and it looks just like a door. When I was a kid, I would have called it Pooh Bear's door, because it's pretty tall. So I put them there, and then I spread them around, and then I go over and spread them around the other tree, and then, but this tree sits right here, and here over the car parks, all the cars. And then there's the parking lot, all parking lot, huge, huge parking lot. And even if I go out at twilight, which is the time I like to go out, inevitably I get interrupted. I'm learning to ignore it. It's kind of like, people are kind of like, what is that lady doing? Because sometimes I'll touch the tree when I'm done, or I'll touch him before I do it, you know, and just sitting there touching the tree, and people are like, what is that woman doing? Yeah, I don't like people being around when I'm doing that, because it's kind of private, but he can't help where he grows, so we just, you know, work around it as best we can. I don't like it when, because right now a lot of the things I do are just with intention, you know, which intention is a pretty strong thing. Whatever you put out into the universe, you can get that back. And I hate it when a friend is like really negative back about the situation that you're putting good intentions out into the universe with, and you're using the things that you have at your disposal to help with that, and that's very annoying. And I've actually told people, you know, if you can't agree with me that such and such is going to happen, that's fine, but don't say anything at all. Just don't say anything, because you're negating what I'm doing. You know, by believing this, you're negating what I'm doing, so don't say anything. Because it irritates me. I wouldn't do that to someone else. Positive things. When I am outside and I'm putting down the fruit or whatever, and I get little signs, it's a good thing. Like once it was baby robin, once it was this mockingbird, and it was like interaction with these animals. It wasn't just they were there and then they were gone. It was like actual connection with them. That was really, really special. And so things like that are really special. They make me feel, you know, like I've done something good and connected to nature too, which I like. I like when the candles do the specific thing that they do, because I know, hopefully, that the intention I put out is gonna come back for the best good for the situation, and that's generally what happens. So I like that a lot. I like giving my goddess offerings. Once I started doing that, it just made me feel closer to her. Do I know a lot about her yet? I don't know nearly as much about her as I should. The Morgan is extremely complicated. Honestly, I'm 41. I'll probably be 91 and still learning about the Morgan. There's so much to know about her, but that's a beautiful thing. That is not a bad thing at all. So, but I love giving her things. I just really, really do. It makes me really happy. And I don't know if that's a form of spell work or not. I guess it could be considered spell work. I like lighting her candles for her a lot. I like lighting the incense for her. Once I can get it into the holes on the coffin burner. I like lighting candles for other people that might need a candle lit, and watching the flame do the thing that it does and knowing that it works for them. That makes me happy. And I like it when a tarot or oracle reading comes out really well, when I'm able to read it and read it properly, and I don't have too much difficulty reading it. I like that. I think that's 5. I think I did 5 of everything, I'm pretty sure. So those are just the basic things I do right now. Destroyer of decks. Come here so they can see you. Come here. Say hi, everyone. Hi, I'm Gabe. I'm adorable, but I also destroy decks, but I'm really, really cute. Please don't bite me. He's mad. Anyone who wants to do it that watched all of this, I salute you and I tag you. Blessed be, guys. Bye.